Huyo anakuanga na ni first step sama ni ngapi?
So
saizi alikuwa na ile stuff ya hapa, sijui amechange ameweka gani. And then bado lazima uvae condom na lazima pull out kama uvae condom
bado. Na bado na kunyima. Unajua sisi kwetu haikwangi staged. Sisi si picking calls. Like sometimes we call tu hata ingia tu hapo na ongea. Nataka kuambia Ruto 2027 hatarudi hapa. Hatarudi, nataka mwambie yeye ni one time. Nasema bwana, utatufanyia radio ifungwe bwana.
Na watu wanasikia.
Na wale watu akiwa wakitaka Italia, watapata wamebaki hapo. Wajipata. Nilikuwa na imagine mtu ataniona uchi na shindwa. So how will I face this person after the act? Mimi hiyo ndo kitu ilikuwa inaniogopesha. Kitu sikudanganya ati nilikuwa naogopa mimba. Just so we are clear. He's taller than me, he's taller than his dad. Niko na muangalia hivi, there's a time we went to Bien's house. I'm like, mtu anaenda kutoshana na huyu mtu.
Nako 15 kumaanisha bado
Nako 15.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Shai meet Mola.
Wewe yake akimit Mola kama saa hii wewe. Atakuwa na muangalia hivi.
Anaweza mtuma kwa duka.
Over 26.
This is
the Burger Podcast.
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26.
Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up, my name is Chaxy, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaxy, the boy from Mariah and Mwass.
What's up?
Goofy's around. Gang is around. Episode 291, we are
My Cheque!
And it goes without saying, we have a living legend in the building. Wow. Finally.
I know, right?
NYAMINDE. My goodness.
Finally.
Really happy.
Watoto wa siku hizi wanafanyanga hivi.
I know. It's good.
Clock it.
Clock it.
Clock
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
You've not seen this online?
No, I have not.
So you're clocking it.
Nipo kabisa.
Yeah.
Makofi ni mambo ya kitambo. Siku hizi kibamba sana.
Clock it. So kuna zile za moja, mbili.
Hiyo ni ya moja.
Zile za moja. Fungua.
Tuanze kuambia moja.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well.
Since the last time I saw you.
Which was this Saturday?
Really now? Ulikuwa yumba by the way, Chaxy. Ulikuwa umetumia nini?
Yumba nini?
I think the easier question. The easier question ni nini au kutumia?
Nini ulinipatia wewe?
That is the shorter list.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. Sisi tumekuwa salama. You know what we need to do?
Okay.
We need to go back to the national park. You know that picnic thing?
Yeah.
My goodness.
That was amazing, right? With the nyama and everything and the music.
Yeah, especially when the sun comes. It looks
sun
like
is
the sun
kinda
is finally
back.
coming out.
Yeah.
I think we definitely need to plan
Inangoja tu
one of
mwezi
those.
ishe
No, I think
vizuri.
that's a brilliant idea.
Serious?
We should, yeah.
Have you guys been to the picnic sites
No.
inside the national park?
Oh, it's breathtaking.
Never been as well.
It's beautiful. Alafu unaona wanyama kwa umbali, unaona buffalo ndo yule, unaona zebra.
No, but I've only been
Giraffes.
to the resort that's inside the national park.
So the picnic sites, as a fence, they are open, but we're inside the park.
Yeah.
So unaweza kula nyama pia wewe ukwe nyama.
Yes, pass. Yeah.
Tunangoja ushibe ndo ishibe.
You know, the last time we were there, na tulikuwa na Mwakideu, his wife, then Jalas came and a few other people. So tukimaliza sisi ni wale wa kutolewa, you know, because you're supposed to leave by 6.
Yes.
Yeah. Sasa sisi hapo 7:30 ndio tunaambiwa simtoke. Of course we fed the rangers, so hawataki pia tena kutufikia. So now I wanted to check the space, the picnic site, if there was anything left that we had carried, because we had our jikos and we had everything and everything. So I've gone, I'm just going down the stairs to check that site. Then this ranger keeps telling me, hapana usiende ni sawa tu. Naambia hapana nenda tu kuangalia kama kuna kitu imebaki. So it's just like somewhere there. So he tells me wacha nikupeleke. Then I'm telling him hapana niko sawa sini tu pale. So it's like hapana wacha tu nikupeleke. So I go, I check out the place, there's nothing. Guess what? Narudi tu hivi. Ananiambia ebu angalia nyuma yako. 3 hyenas. I kid you not, like, I'm like, so that's why he kept telling me, then let me take you. Because now they wait for people, watu wamechoma nyama and stuff.
Yeah,
now
they come to scavenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that was like one of the most shocking things to me. I was like, Jackie, ndo huyu wewe kabisa. At cause of death, oh God, no.
Unadedika umeaibika. Unafika
No.
mbinguni Mungu anakuzaunga kulwa na simba.
I know, like.
But also, which makes sense because soon as dusk sets in, they ask everyone to leave. Because now the carnivals would
Yeah,
come
they're
out.
roaming.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Except when now it's a concert. When we've been there for concerts.
Yeah.
But even the concerts by 9, 8, they ask you to
close
leave.
down.
Yeah, they ask you to close.
for guys to leave.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been at a concert there and I spotted a python fence.
No, uliendelea kubash.
Me, I'm not afraid of
Nigga,
it.
they
In
are
fact,
shutting everything down because your concert imeisha.
for me, it was such a moment. I'm like, python.
You said you're not afraid of snakes.
Was it big?
No, I'm not. Not
Was it
at
large?
all.
It's a
Not
python.
really big, but it was-
Even if it's small, it's large.
Unajua
look
like python ikizaa tu inakuangemeza mtoto mkubwa. Mtoto python tu.
Damn. Did it look fed?
Yeah, it did. It was actually just there. Imekaa tu hapo tu kwa mti. I'm actually the one who spotted
Oh
it. Then
my
I
gosh,
told
I'm
you,
getting
I saw
goosebumps.
guys were running.
So someone didn't make it out of the concert.
But also, the only reason why it would be there, kwanza near music hivyo nikaa imeshiba. Because snakes ideally would
Yeah,
as soon as they
noise.
kelele,
Yeah, they do.
disappear.
Yeah.
Alafu python ni rahisi kujua kaa imeshiba. Utaiona tu inakaa hivi. So unajua hii hizi ni...
Aren't they in Karura? See, I see pictures and videos every now and again of guys just of pythons
Spotting.
in Karura.
Yeah.
But on the way, normally I'd go to Karura for maybe to cycle ama just for a walk. And sometimes we'd go sit by the river. Until I saw those videos of pythons. And go like, bro, this could be by the river. Kumbe tu Oguna ananiangalia tu.
Haijakula 11 days.
Hajakula 11 days, bro.
Yeah.
That is a bit scary. Yeah, nini inaendelea kwa maisha yako sasa?
Vitu mingi zinaendelea kwa maisha yangu. Kazi kama kawaida, of course, I'm doing radio.
Yeah,
Kama
milele.
kawaida, milele. Morning show. Then I have this show that's coming up on Showmax.
Nice.
Yeah, that I've been shooting.
Hey, finally.
Crazy
I
shoot
cannot
because we finish sometimes at 10, 11 p.m. And it's in a place called Nderi. Munajua Nderi iko wapi?
Where's that?
Oh, hamjui Nderi. Okay. Munajua baridi iko Nderi iko aje?
Nderi ni wapi?
Nderi ni karibu na place inaitwa Calro.
Yeah,
It's one of those one of those research centers. There's Calro, there's Kari around there.
This is Nairobi.
Towards Limuru. It's
Okay.
Muguga.
Then Dubai
Muguga.
makes sense, yeah.
It's such
kando ya
a
Muguka.
beautiful drive just going there. It's so beautiful because it's all green, like tall trees just on the sides and the road. It's a very beautiful drive. But it's such long days because you shoot and shoot and shoot. By the time you live in that place, Yani, you cannot even function. And then you have to wake up the next day at 2 in the
To do
morning.
morning.
Go to a
it's-
morning show.
Yeah, but it's so much fun because it's such an amazing set. And I'm working with Ruben Odanga for the first time.
Nice.
And he's such an amazing director. He has gotten me out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm doing stuff that I didn't think I'd do as an actor. So it's a lot of fun. I've got that, and I've got my podcast as well, the NetWalking TV, and I have met amazing people. Also there, just walking with them, eating, drinking, and just having fun conversations. So my plate is full. I'm still a
sounds
daughter.
hectic.
I'm still a mother.
Hey.
I'm still a friend. So there's quite much, and I'm loving it.
Do you
I'm
have-
loving it.
do you
It's
have
better
extra hours in your day?
than sitting back and wondering, what am I going to do with the rest of my day? So it feels good. Yeah.
So you've been actively involved in acting since 1998.
Yeah,
Thereabouts.
1998, 1999. Yeah.
But that's like 27 plus years of actively being in the industry.
Yes.
He wasn't even born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Even Ojizo, no? Yeah. 1998. That's when she was like doing her acting debut, basically.
Hawa ni wale
You're 5.
I was 3.
You were 3.
Yeah.
I was 4.
Hawa ni wale nyinyi wa kunisalimia shikamoo.
No, I genuinely grew up watching you.
Yeah.
I knew every Thursday 7:30 p.m. if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, correct.
We had to, like the entire nation.
Like really, bro, religion.
You know how you are so big that even Mimi, I feel like I should just call you WILBRODA.
What other name will I call
I feel like your
you?
real name is not you.
Yeah.
I'm like, unaniambia nini says
NYAMINDE, I'm like-
WILBRODA. What do you mean? You are so synonymous with that role.
Yeah.
Because this is now when TV was such a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole family would
Literally
watch specific
see it.
shows.
Yeah.
Like Papa, like me,
Household
I'm learning how
show.
to not call you WILBRODA. I'm learning how to not.
it feels like
but I want to call you WILBRODA so bad.
Yeah.
Everyone from Papa Shirandula kept their name
No, you have to.
outside.
Yeah. Actually, most, hata winja naitwangwa tu.
I find it weird calling her Jackie.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Njoro anaitwa tu Njoro.
That's how big that show was.
Yeah, no, it was. And sometimes I even watch the repeats once in a while. I just sit back and I'm like, let me just watch an episode.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting how it cracks me up.
Up to date.
Up to date, you know? So I really miss it. I wish there was something we could do so we can get back together
Like a reunion.
and do something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also understand that, things have moved, lives have moved, people are doing many different things, and just getting people together to do something like a whole day would take so much.
And everyone has their own crazy schedule.
Yeah. But we are all friends. We meet at different places. We have some good laughs. I think that is one of the things that I really loved about the show, that it kept us together even after. Yeah. And I think for us, I think that is one of the things that Papa really wanted. He wanted that sort of family, that community, mkwe familia. I was telling guys the other day at an interview that Papa was actually Papa to us because like when Vike got pregnant, hey,
Go lecture.
he was not happy. Really? What's wrong with this old man?
Napata mtoto nje ya ndoa.
Hey, because he kept calling me. It's like, wait, Wilby, unajua ni nani amege huyu demi something. Naambia, si ni best yetu. Mi sijafurahia man. Wanawezaje kupatia winja ball man? Yeah, so he was really, he had that. He always wanted to protect us and shield us. He was an actual papa. Yeah, it wasn't just his acting name. Yeah.
May his soul rest.
So the character,
Amen.
may his all rest in peace. Actually, it's been now 2 years.
No, it's more. I think it's about
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
it was COVID time.
Yeah, it was
Should be
COVID
4 or 5.
time.
What was the cause of death, by the way?
Well, people, I mean, there's so much around it. There was the story of COVID, and I think he also had a few complications here and there, health complications. So maybe that might have also added to it. But one of the things that the wife kept saying was that when she took him to hospital and he was in the car, and she went to the reception and told them, hey, this guy can't breathe. And at that time, there was so much stigma around COVID that if someone said this guy is not breathing, the first thing you think about is COVID. Because you might not be breathing for a number of reasons. So they had to wear those things. Hizo magwanda walikuwa wanavaa. So that took time. So by the time they were going to get him in the car, he was gone. Because they took time to dress up in those white things, those scary things.
I'd expect they'd have an emergency section, especially in a hospital.
Jamani.
That is ready for
Ready,
when
yeah.
Emergency cases. Like, what do you mean?
You're already in your hazmat suit and everything.
Exactly. And what was so unfortunate was that he died on a Saturday morning, and on Friday evening, he was okay.
Oh, no.
Because we live in the same estate. So my son kept asking me, Mama, are you sure? I'm like, yes. He's gone. He's like, but Mama, I saw him yesterday in the evening. I'm like, at what time? At 7 p.m. He came, he parked the car, and he asked us to take the shopping to the house because my son and his kids are friends.
Yeah.
So aliwaita akambia pelekeni shopping kwa nyumba. I'm like, you sure? He's like, yes. So for him, it was so shocking. Like, he couldn't make any sense of it.
Yeah.
And they thought that my son couldn't make any sense of it. Then I was thinking, so what about his kids?
Yeah.
What about his kids? Like for me, that's one of the things I think about even now.
Yeah.
Looking at his kids confused at the morgue, because amekufa Saturday, tunaenda ushago Sunday. So unajua sisi kama wa Afrika, watoto wamepelekwa salon, wametengenezwa nywele, wameshonewa nguo ama wamenunua nguo mpya, ndo tukiwa pale kwa matanga tuko smart.
Yeah.
Watu ya wako hivyo. Because where is the time?
Oh no.
Hata wamevaa PJs, the nywele haijatengenezwa, wako tu.
Oh yeah, the COVID funerals. Yes.
Exactly. And
oh my God.
that was one of the saddest things to see, the confusion in the kids. Like,
What's
our father
happening?
yesterday and then today tunampeleka Ocha. For me, that was one of the worst things about COVID, and I really feel for families that lost their loved ones during that time.
Yeah.
That is what they had to go through. Ah man, that was really off for me.
Did the hospital conduct or the family conduct a postmortem?
No.
What time?
What time?
Ukumbuke the burial is supposed to be done in 24 hours.
Yes,
was it?
in 24
Yeah.
hours.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about COVID. I knew there was regulations around burials. I didn't know it was at 24 hours.
Yeah.
Alafu even the burials were limited to a
They
certain
were
number.
very limited. Even
Yeah.
us guys, we almost missed it. Because when we got there, wakafunga mlango, wakatuambia, kuna kuingia. Tukasema, sisi tusiingie. Tunaweza kuruka hivyo. You know? Yeah, and then the mom was like, sasa wageni wamekuja, unajua ni Waluya. So wajua wageni baada ya mazishi, watu wakule. Mimi nakwambia alipelekwa hivi. Polisi walikuwa natufukuza. Tokeni. Yeah. So it was just one of those.
Even the grieving happened after.
Yeah, so you deal and cope with everything after.
Yes.
Okay.
Alone in your house, Saju, pia kuna restrictions, no movement.
You can't visit
No
each other.
movement,
Like it's
no drinking water,
foolishness.
no tea, nothing.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the
wow.
character that you played on this show, WILBRODA,
Yeah.
did that character eventually find out what the husband was doing in the film? Because you were like one of the wives, and the husband just would never let you know what exactly he used to do.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you never knew he was a security guard.
Never, ever.
You just thought he works for a nice
It was
company.
so
Never, ever.
Bro, you leave suited in the morning.
He's a manager, managing director.
Did WILBRODA ever find out what Papa used to do?
Never. Never happened.
Best kept secret.
Best kept, but that happens in. I mean,
it's
it's
normal
really
living.
it's very normal living. Even here, that when a man dies, that's when you know that
You
Alakume
discover.
had another family.
You are the second family.
Or you are the second family. When you thought you were the main.
Utashangaa.
Kupiga side wife unapata wewe ndio side wife.
Bro, you are the secret family.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was so funny how, like, I think that was one of the things that I found super interesting. And I was always curious, like, okay, when will she ever find out? Like,
Yeah,
that's why you keep watching.
Yeah.
And then just never found out.
I know.
Because I don't remember how the show ended.
Did you-
'Cause
wait,
you
did you-
quit the show, right?
I didn't really quit the show. So what happened is I moved from Citizen Radio and I went to Milele FM. And that moving, so they told me, if you're going to go to Milele, then you can't be on the show
Representing
anymore.
two brands.
Yeah, but I didn't understand why,
Yeah, but one
because
is a
I
TV show,
remember
one is a-
Jalango being on Kiss. And he
And
was
still work at
still-
Citizen.
Yeah, and he was still on the show. So I tried to reason with them, but it really didn't work out. And of course, after I left the show, then it just didn't really work out. Almost soon after then, the show just they just stopped it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you end up on the show?
How did
And
I
had
end up?
you done any shows on TV prior, Papa?
Yes, I had. I remember I did a show on KBC. I don't remember the name because it's a long time ago.
Oh my.
So I did that. No, I'm not that old. Stone Age. So I did a show. I don't remember what the name was. Then I also had a bit that I did on a show called Better Days. That was on KTN.
KTN.
On KT.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I was a teacher.
I know about the show, but I never watched it.
Yeah.
But that name
It was
keeps
a
coming
good
up.
show.
Better
Yeah,
Days,
yeah,
Better
it was
Days,
a good show. Yeah. So I also did that, but I think the biggest that I ever did, of course, was Papa.
Yeah.
And getting onto the show, Papa was looking for someone who could do a Luo accent. And I was doing a lot of Luo shows with Otoyo, Jalango. At the National Theatre. We had this theatre group called Culture Spill. And we were doing a lot of Luo shows, a lot of fun. And so someone suggested me to him. And then I got the script. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the script. I was like, I don't think I want this. Then,
what kind of script do you get for a show that is that long? Like how many 1 pages?
Yeah, you get a page or 2.
Okay.
So it's like an audition.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I went home and I read it and I was like, not bad. Not bad. So then I met Papa and I did the audition and he liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was it.
So at this point, is the show already running or not yet?
No, it wasn't running.
Audition.
Sisi ndo wanzilishi.
The first cast.
Okay.
Yeah, we were the first cast.
Yeah. And you guys were funny, bro.
Bro.
I remember, like, even when the way Jala's character was introduced to the show.
Yeah.
And
What-
Otoyo
and-
too.
and Otoyo-
Like, they're annoying. They're annoying.
Because
Bro.
Jalas was just supposed to make a cameo, right?
Yes.
And then
The both of
Function
them.
Nisha were Rudy.
Yes. it
Then
was-
they had to be kept on the show.
They had to be kept because it was so amazing.
Was it ever like fully scripted? It was a lot of improv as well.
There was a lot of that because, I mean, the scripts were just guidelines.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially for us, like the 4 characters, me, Awinja, Papa, Jalango, and Otoyo, the 5 of us. We never
Unapatiwa
really
script as a
used the
guideline.
script.
Unasema, sawa.
Unasema sawa, nimeona. Mimi hata nilikuwa nikifika, lakini nilikuwa nalala hapo kama kwa kiti hivi. Then there was one of the guys who are in the crew and stuff. They're like, hey, so Jackie, let's go through your lines. I'm like, hapana. Nisomee tu. Nilala, na nisomea, na niambia kwa sawa. Naambia, cheers. You don't look, anaambia staki kuangalia scripts. Ushanisomea lines. I'm good. And we shoot.
Ukisikia action unafanya mambo yako.
Yeah, fanya mambo yako. Yeah. So I loved that there was the freedom to do that. And I think that is one of the things that made the show so interesting and exciting because you had the creative freedom, you know, to do whatever you could with your character.
Yeah. How did that show change your life?
In a lot of ways. I think even just for you guys having me here is it's really because of that.
Yeah.
Because after that, then I started getting a lot of gigs and a lot of, you know, brand representation. You know, I got some really big gigs just out of that. And for me, I'm so grateful because even what I do on radio now, being on radio now, is a result of that character. So I owe a lot of the person I am now to that show. And not just me. When you look at Awinja, when
All
you
of you
look
are
at
successful.
Ndoro,
Literally.
all of us. Even Jalango.
Look at Jalas, man.
Look at him and where he is now.
True.
You know, it all just stemmed from that character. No one knows that Jalango is called Felix Odiwo.
True.
People just call him Jalas,
Jalango.
MP Jalango, you know? Yeah, so for me, it was a show that opened up ways
Many doors.
and in ways we never thought it would. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one way to look at it. But if you look on the flip side, would you say sometimes it feels like you're stuck in this capsule of constantly just having to be this character?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. And that was, I think, yesterday. Where was I yesterday? I was somewhere and wase wengi walikuwa wananisalimia. Wanakuja and yesterday I just had a long day, and then in the afternoon it was hot, I was tired, and then guys want to say hi and they want to take photos, and once in a while you'll go to a place and maybe just 2-3 people will say hi. But there are days when then they will call people, kuja nimuone. WILBRODA leo tutashiba. Naambia mimi si bwana siasa. Mimi mwenyewe sijakula. So yeah, I mean it's always with you. It's like it's your shadow. It's your shadow everywhere you go, even friends, people, they know you wanakujua kama WILBRODA. They forget, just like Chaxy had said, saa zingine anashindwa, sasa nimuite Jackie ama nimuite WILBRODA, you know. So that happens a lot. But I don't know if I mind it so much because then those people are the people who make me who I am, you know. And it feels good when they come and all those people, sometimes I'm like, what? Any hour say they still admire, they're still so happy to see me. Even after all this, nikaingia supermarket na mtoi wangu, so tunaenda hivi tunachukua tissue. Hey, huyo msichana alinanga vita.
Oh Lord.
Mpaka mtoto wangu akaniambia, hey mama, no, tell her, that is too dramatic. You know? But she was so shocked. She was like, aya,
Ni wewe.
I didn't think I can meet her at a place like this, at a time like this. You know, so I'm like, sawa ni hug. And she was just shaking. I'm like, wow, okay, not bad. Yeah.
Charisma says at the airport in Dubai, you guys drew a crowd.
Yeah, we did. And he couldn't believe. He's like, what? He was the one who was taking videos. He's like, who are you guys?
Mgambia, the Kenyan Illuminati. But so
crazy.
the show airs on Royal Media, on Citizen?
What?
The show, it airs on Citizen?
Yes, it does. I think they still have repeats, even on View Sasa. But I find full episodes sometimes on YouTube, so I'll just go in and just watch. And just watch and have a good time.
So do you guys get royalties when they
Nah.
Because Citizen, at the time, Royal Media is the only station that actively produced their own shows, right? I think that's why maybe they had... When you said you're moving, they were like, okay, then you don't have to be part of the show. Because they owned the show?
They did. They did, yeah.
But so there was no discussion on royalties at that point? No?
No, there wasn't. I think also, even us guys signing the contracts, we never thought that it would get to this. And sometimes you never read the fine prints, you know. For us, you know what you want to... What
is the
Nipe sangapi.
Zeros, my nigga.
Hapo ndo mali tunatakanga kuangalia kama wasanii. And that's where we go wrong. So as you grow in your career, then you realize that, you know, I don't have to sign that contract here right now where this Mdosi is seated. I can tell them, give it to me. Let me go and have a look
and I'll get back to you.
If you're not sure, you can consult an expert who understands.
Yeah. But we were very young in the industry. We were just starting out. We were really excited about it. So then it is what it is.
I can genuinely only imagine how much money the show grossed at its peak.
Bro,
yes.
The whole country was tuned in.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys, Tahidi,
Machachari.
Mother-in-law. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Then, so what was the thing with Royal Media? Because I'd see like Jeff is doing radio. He still has to host news. I'd see most of you guys, even the guys who are on the acting side, most of you would still do something
somehow.
with Royal Media.
Yeah.
Was that like what was that about? Was it like part of the contract?
So for me, having to get on radio at Citizen was as a result of me being WILBRODA, but that was it was a different contract. Thankfully, so I had my radio and I had my TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys, you do radio with Inspector Mwala?
Yes.
I wish I could find any of those because I don't think I ever listened to that. I wish I could.
Oh man. We were... Oh, gosh.
Is he a character in person? Even too?
He looks like
he is. He definitely should
be.
He is, isn't he?
He is. That is what he is, Kabisa.
I never imagined him not being funny.
Bro, he's been a character since even before we were born. Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
Does he ever do... I've never seen him anywhere. Does he ever do press? I've never seen him on a podcast. I've never seen him
even on interview, by the way.
No, but he actually does. He'd be so glad. I think it's
Can we call him after? Do you mind doing an intro?
I'll give you. I will.
Hey, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Took a step up.
I like the way he even makes fun of his height.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes it really exciting. You know that he's able to. Yeah. Yeah, he's able to make fun, and he even says, "Hey, God, don't you dare make fun." Don't, because this is what I eat.
Even Inspector Mwala was a banger.
Yeah.
The show, that was
even
a banger, bro.
was it Vitimbi?
Yes,
Vitimbi as well.
Yeah.
No, definitely love to speak to Inspector Mwala.
No, honestly, that'd be cool.
Then So at this point, payment is done per episode, or it's just a fixed monthly salary?
episode.
Per episode.
Per episode,
So based
yeah.
on how many episodes you appear, was it good money?
It wasn't bad, especially at that time. Of course, now if I was to sit down, then
It's
I would
different.
definitely,
Figure.
because even the price of bread is not the same. you know. But at that time, it was a good deal.
Okay.
Really, it was. Yeah.
So then, so Milele purchased you. Did you move? Was it like just because of the money mainly?
Because of the money.
Which is fine, because
It was because of the money. I mean, it is the greatest motivation. But also, I had been at Citizen for 10, maybe 12 years.
Damn, yeah.
So I just wanted
something
new.
I wanted
It's-
something new. I wanted something different. I wanted something, a new challenge,
challenge.
to meet new people. And I did, At Media Max, I definitely met new people. But then also moving, I moved with my co-presenter, who is Francis Luchivia. Yeah, and we still do the show with him even now. How many years at
Milele.
At Milele? Maybe 5-6 years now.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a long career. How have you? So that means you've also seen evolution of especially radio in the recent years.
Yes.
From a point where the whole country listens to radio to now, podcasting coming in, social media becoming a thing. People having access to music on their own phones with Spotify, and Apple. Would you say, we argue about this all the time, but I feel like maybe we settled this. Specifically urban radio.
Yeah.
Not like Milele. I wouldn't consider Milele.
Urban.
I'd say Milele is very mass market.
Yes, it is.
Urban would be, the Hot 96, the Kiss 100.
Boys.
Like
Do
classics.
you think that is still relevant now?
I think it still is, because there are people who trust radio so much. Like if they were to listen to news, they would want to listen to news
radio.
on radio. Atasema tu hapana, nilisikia kwa radio. Nilisikia kwa radio.
Yeah.
And also I think another advantage is that you're able to listen to the radio in your car on your way to work. You can't watch TV. So it is a trusted source of information, and people still consume it. Maybe not as much back then, and especially when it comes to the urban radios, because when you look at the mass market, that is Milele, Citizen, watu wa Ocha ni watu wa radio.
Yes.
Because atabeba
ni wa radio kabisa.
atabeba radio yake akienda kwa shamba. Anasikiza akilima. But even now, when you're listening to, let me say, Hot 96, there are people who call in, right?
Yeah.
Those are people who listen. Yeah, those are people who listen. So there are people who are, hao ni watu wa radio na huwezi kuwatoa
Tell them
hapo.
different.
Yeah, you can't tell them different.
Are some of the radio calls staged?
Definitely.
Well, not for
Wacha
us.
ajibu, swali si yako.
Unajua sisi kwetu haikwangi staged. Sisi si upikingi calls. Like sometimes mkola tu ataingia tu hapo naongee. Nataka kuambia Ruto 2027 hatarudi hapa. Hatarudi, nataka mwambie yeye ni one term. Nasema bwana, utatufanyia radio ifungwe bwana.
But do you need to pick calls prior? Because sometimes
You
have to
they pick
record them.
Yeah,
then it just goes live.
Yeah.
Because you can't give chance to...
Mtu anaweza
People
sema
can be
vitu
very
zake.
reckless on air.
Yeah. So there are stations that I know, because there are stations that I will listen to and I will know that this is
It's recorded.
It's recorded. It's pre-recorded, then it's put on air.
Yeah.
Mimi nakwambia ukweli, sisi kwa show yetu.
Kaende.
It's live calls.
It's live calls. It's live calls.
Damn.
It's just,
Mtu akiongea ufale unamkatisha.
I think also hatujawahi tu kupata yule tu mse mwenyewe amego all out. Maybe kuna wale watu watatumia a bad word to say, maybe if we are discussing like maybe this relationship stuff and stuff like that, utapata ametumia
Therefore, do something.
Hapa unaweza sema.
ametumia kawadu fulani hapo tuambie. But ours is authentic as it comes. That is what you watch. Yeah.
Friday asubuhi, expect a call.
Amesema we haven't found anyone who's gone all out. Chaxy
No
hapo.
way.
Yes.
Give me Friday. What is the funny story? Okay, I don't know. Let me not call it funny because it's not really funny. What is the story of the time you traveled to Mombasa and then your nanny was breastfeeding a kid?
Hebu rudia.
Na bado anapumua.
Mtoto ama mfanyakazi? I think anapumua unless labda alikufa tu kivingine, lakini sikumuua. Mimi sikumuua. So ni story ya kitambo. I don't talk about it much because now my son is
A bit older.
ni mtoto mkubwa. So sometimes I feel like ama watu watasema hivi na hivi. But it was but the whole story was just like you really never know who you live with in your house. Because I had traveled, then this lady calls me and she tells me, I won't tell you who I am. But I've had this story that your house help breastfeeds your child. And my child and my house help had a very close relationship. Walikuwa mabeste. Na mtu wangu alikuwa mdogo. So I took the first flight back, of course. I had a break of like 2 days kwa hiyo job nilikuwa nafanya. So I come back and I'm checking them out and I'm like, she doesn't look like whatever I was being told she does. I'm like, hey, Akai. Hey, Florence Akai. Ama wamemwekelea. Then at around 10 p.m., Papa calls me. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at the supermarket. I'm on my way home. So hiyo ni supermarket zimeanza kukua 24 hours. So asamana kama akaniambia pitia hapa kwangu. And my heart just skips a beat. I'm like, why would Papa call me at this time? So I get home, I go to his house. He sits me down and his wife is there. I'm like, I've been somewhere serious. Yeah. Then they tell me, so there's this story, your house help. I'm like, yeah, I know. So have you been told that she's HIV positive? Roho ilisimama. My heart just dropped. So she tells me, calm down, blah, 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 blah. So we call a doctor there and the doctor tells us, what could happen. Anaweza kuwa iko nayo, anaweza kuwa hana, blah, blah, blah. So it's like the best way to know is to take your child to the hospital. Saa hiyo usiku. In fact, nilichukua mtoto, hata sikuambia huyo help ni wapi napeleka mtoto. Nilimwambia tu, hata baba mtoto anataka kuna mtoto, acha tuende tu tukapige maraundi. So we went to hospital. I couldn't even take my child because I went with my sister. I told my sister, you're going to go to the lab with him because I couldn't. I was crying and praying and everything. And so, good enough, my child came out alikuwa sawa. So the next day I just told her, man, you gotta go.
You gotta go, I hope to the station.
I didn't because she had a small child. She had a mother she was taking care of. Like, roho yangu ilikuwa... it was torn, like, I was like... And even her just leaving my house, I knew that she had lost quite a lot because mimi na wafanyikazi wangu tunaishingi miaka na miaka. In fact, a lot of them, when they leave my house, they say, me, I can't even work anywhere else, you know. I'm one of those very easy employers, yeah. So nilimwachilia tu akaenda. But that was a very difficult moment. My son knows about it. He's asked me a few times, Mama, you tell me that story of...
How old is he now?
He's 15.
He's 15.
15.
That is a whole grown man.
Very tall. Anavakia to number 44.
Same.
Same.
44.
Lakini yako ni adult.
Exactly. See a teenager.
Oh, so bado mguu inamea.
Bro, sako 15 hata height.
Hata hajaanza kumea. Bro.
Ni mrefu amenishinda na urefu sana.
Amekushinda na height.
You're already tall. So how tall is he?
You're not short.
I'm not short. He's tall. He's 6.
Huh?
6 foot. Yes.
At 15.
Hiyo mlango yote mnaingia hivi. Bra, hapana.
He's taller than me. He's taller than his dad. Nkona mwangalia hivi, there's a time we went to Bien's house. I'm like, mtu anaenda kutoshana na huyu mtu.
Nako 15 kumaanisha bado
Nako 15.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Shai meet Mwala.
Wewe yake akimit Mwala kama saa hii wewe. Atakuwa namwangalia hivi.
Anaweza mtuma kwa duka.
Wewe. Endelea.
Anasikia inama nikuchape kwa.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah. Because also finding a nanny, especially when mtoto ni mdogo. Yes, I don't think
Not only when mtoto ni mdogo, finding a nanny generally is hell.
Yeah, it is.
So I'd see why if you find a good nanny at where you just want to hold on.
Yeah, you just want to hold on.
Because there's a level of trust. This is someone you live your house with, you know, kids, everything in the house.
Exactly. Yeah. So ukipata mzuri, you want to hold on to them. Yeah.
Did you even ever ask her what was the deal? Mbona aliamua tu kunyonyesha mtoto?
Yeah, I tried. Yeah.
But hiyo ni nini?
I tried. But you know, let me tell you.
Ati mimi sina maziwa, si ati hakuna formula, wewe uliamua tu.
You know, the interesting thing is, wakati nilimhoji, si ati alikuwa ananyonyesha mtoi ndio ambukize mtoto. Alikuwa ananyonyesha mtoto because mtoto analia. So anataka kukalm mtoto.
The best way that she knows.
The best way she knew how. Because she had a 3-year-old child in shags. So yeye alikuwa ameacha kunyonyesha kitambo. So for her, she wasn't doing it ati
pacifier.
Mtoto wangu hakunyonya pacifier.
Bottle?
I don't know.
Hata kidole tu.
Ama kidole.
Washa tu kidole. Did she know she was positive?
Yes, she did. She did. I don't
And
know.
at no point did she think of talking to you about it?
No, never. I never knew. So on the next day when I chased her, you know, in the morning, now see, that was a Sunday. So she had gone to church. So I went through her stuff. Then that's when I saw all this stuff. I'm like, haya. Kumbe she's actually positive.
Damn.
You know?
Mimi ningekuwa Langata women zaki. WILBRODA, you're better than me.
Kimi nilisema tu, manze, I just don't want to go through all that. Alafu nimfanyie kasema wacha aende, mtu wangu yuko sawa.
Ndio ndo kitu muhimu.
Mwache.
Hey, you have a lot of composure.
Then was it hard?
Mariah shapiga na ngumi 15.
Mimi niko Langata women.
So the day she left, niliita msichana wangu sasa mwingine. Mama. Ni alikuwa mama tu Mluya mwenye nilianza na yeye wakati nilipopata mtoi. Huyo ndiye alikuwa ananisaidia, alikuwa ananipikia uji, ananipikia nini, ananionyesha vile nitanyonyesha mtoto because ni mama Mluya. Nilimuita tu immediately and it happened to be that hakuwa na job. Hey, Andi nakucha kesho. Nakucha kesho. And she actually did. So when I told her the story, hey, na ulimwachilia tu. Mama Sola, huyo ni shetani. So I actually left her and I went to Mombasa that evening.
Because
Because it was that 2-day break. So I went back because alinifanyia kazi vizuri sana. I just had to let her go because sasa ilikuwa imeanza kukua, kulikuwa na mazoea. Alikuwa like nikipika,
nyumba ni yake sasa.
Akisha kula alikuwa nakuja. Sasa si like I'm seated, I'm watching TV, anakuja kulala hapo kwa carpet.
Kulala kwa carpet.
Wacha nilale kwanza kitu, hiyo chakula imekuwa tamu. Sasa hiyo tumbo yake iko hapo. So namwangalia hivi chini hapo kwa carpet nashindwa.
Wewe. Who's the employee here?
Dogo amekutuma maji.
So at some point, now this one she's gotta go. But she was a really good help.
Sasa nichekele kidogo chakula ilikuwa tamu.
Nilikuwa nalala hapo kwa carpet. Niko hapo na watch TV kimelala hapo. Tena nalala vizuri. Wacha nichiekelea hapo.
Yeye anachagua mtawatch nini hiyo siku.
Good God.
Is there a price to being famous? Like as famous as you are?
Well, there is, because then there's nothing really private about you anymore. And people feel like they own you. You know, that's the thing. Because there are places you'll go to and someone will not even ask you, "Hi, WILBRODA, can we take a picture?" Apana.
Ashaku grab na mechomoa.
So there's no, they feel like they own you. Wewe si ni wetu. Wewe si ndio yule tunakusikianga kwa radio, wetu kwa tunakuona kwa TV. So you find some of that. And they're just things that you just can't do, you know? There are things you can't do. There are things you can't say. Sometimes you say them and they're all blown out of proportion like crazy, you know? like what is happening to me right now.
Yeah, like umekukitrend the whole weekend. And unajua
Ziteteki mashtaka, please.
and unajua mimi kwanza because I saw first the the one about religion.
Yeah.
And then sasa niko like let me watch this thing.
Yeah.
Now watch tano na nyingine. Now the being a let bloom. I'm like Allah back to back.
Madness.
Mpaka nashindwa. There's so many good things I said on that
Bro,
interview.
that's all you picked?
Like that's all you picked. Like hakuna hata mtu tu alisema wow, WILBRODA hapa ulitoa wisdom.
No one cares.
Huyu alilose virginity at 26. Alafu tena huyu ni atheist. Mpaka I'm like,
My
mimi ni
goodness.
atheist.
Kumbe ma atheist ndo mna abstain.
Yeah, so I think those are some of the things that you just can't be somewhere and just let loose.
Someone is always watching.
There's always someone watching. I mean, unless you're in a place that you feel really safe, even with the people you're with. But it becomes, I think that is just the price that you have to pay. You can't go somewhere and just have a quiet dinner or lunch with your family. There'll always be someone who will come and they will want to take a photo and they will take offense if you say no. Yeah.
I think also it's if you've been on TV or if you're in the internet as much as we are, then of course when people recognize who you are, it's literally just it comes. That's the price we have to pay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So on the back to the trending stories. So on the I mean, since we're here,
we might as well.
Because also I'm sure most people, a lot of the reactions that are. It's based off that clip.
Exactly.
I'm curious. I would be curious to understand how many actually just went maybe
and watch the whole.
Because Wanakama will explain further.
Yeah.
But clickbait, quick
of
clips,
course.
take a online. It makes a better headline.
Yeah.
Gives people traction.
True.
Yeah.
And
Did you grow up in a religious setting?
Not really religious in that way. We prayed.
So you are Catholics.
We were. Me now, we were. I can't. Sahi siwezi kusema ati mimi ni Catholic ama mimi ni Protestant ama mimi. I don't belong to any of that. Yeah. I know that I'm spiritual, but I do not conform to any
a proper belief system.
A proper belief system. But babangu tu alikuwa tu mcatholic mwenye alikuwa tu anasema Ave Maria. But so once in a while we'd go to church because we were many children and many relatives na tunapanda matatu. So siku zile babangu ako na fare because kwa tunaenda Holy Family Basilica. So siku zile kuna pesa ya fare. Church. So it was once in a while we'd go to church. But I mean, we knew that there's the existence of a superior being. And there was always that. And I've never gotten away from that. Because even in that interview I said, I don't believe that there's heaven or there's hell. I believe that your judgment is here. And you are judged according to the way you live. If you live well, then you live with people well. Utakuwa poa. And for me, kukuwa poa ni, your heart is always free of any guilt.
You're at peace.
You're at peace. You can sleep well at night because you haven't stolen anybody's anything. Hujakosea mtu. So for me, just that peace already is you being in a good place. But wakati wewe ni mwizi ama wewe ni nini, I always tell a story of a friend of mine who was a con guy. He was a con man, amekon mabeste zake wengi sana. Someone that I know. And it got to a point where he'd hear his bell ring ya hao, na mfanyikazi kwa, usifungwe hiyo mlango. And then he comes downstairs with a gun. To check who's that. Because umekosea so many people. Then really, you're already living your hell. There are those people who can't sleep. Akisikia tu dogi na bweka, ameshamuka kuangalia nje ya dirisha. Me, I don't care if a dog barks. I will sleep well. Sometimes I will even oversleep. I wake up, I call Luchivia. Check Luchivia, mimi hata sijasikia alarm ikilia, so nakuja.
See, I'm not the only one.
Yeah. So, and there are people, and that's why I say you see people in the streets.
Like in 4 a.m., 11 a.m.
Unaona chokora kabisa. Saa 2 najua imeshaanza kuwaka. na amelala
Vibaya sana.
kwa sababu hajaiba mali ya mtu, hajakosea mtu.
Hakuna mtu
Lakini wewe na ile kitanda yako ulinunua sijui ni wapi, sijui furniture pali ama ulinunua wapi, sijui hela ngapi. You can't even sleep. So that is what I talk about when I talk about, I believe that you'll make your heaven and your hell right here. But I fully believe in my God. I believe that there's a superior being. And let me tell you, I think the moment you are a parent, the moment you are a mother, really, you have no other choice but to pray. Because you always have to believe that there's a superior being who is taking care of my child from the moment he leaves this house to go to school and the moment he comes back home. And there's a superior being that will take care of me, that I will go and do my shugulis during the day and I can come back to my child. So you are always praying. You are always praying as a parent, as a mother. Even you, when your mom calls you, kama mamako yuko, they always say, hey, my daughter, mi nakuombea kila siku, nakuombea kila siku. So I pray because I saw my mom pray and I saw things happen. And I have prayed and I've seen things happen. Whether ime happen sababu ya huyo God mwenye naomba, ama ime happen tu juu ya,
or you had faith, whatever.
Or, I'm okay praying to this God of mine. So I am such a believer. Even on that show, I talk about the things that I have seen, the things that I have prayed about, and I've just seen them happen. And therefore, I believe that si mimi. Kuna mtu hapo mwenye amenipatia huo msukumo. So that's why I was like, so these people who are calling me atheists.
Zero context. It's literally just that specific part of the...
Yeah. It is just that, you know, na hizo ma subtopics zenye walikuwa naandika kwa hizo manini, hizo ma blogs. Yeah. I do not believe in heaven or hell. Kwanza kuna dem fulani alinitumia inbox. Akatuma hiyo clip, alafu akaandika, how sad. Nikamza sad for who? Nikamza sad for who? Nikambia, first of all, you cannot even have an argument on the basis of faith or a belief. Because it's not something that you can touch. It's not something tangible. So therefore, it's just the same way there are people who believe in ghosts. And there are people who don't. So if you've seen a ghost, there's no I'll tell you, hakuna hukuona ghost. Wewe wewe na ghost yako mulikuwa kitu kwa mnafanya, you know. So
DMs zako how sad.
You cannot argue on.
Especially without context. Like, are you okay?
But also, even if you genuinely didn't believe in anything, what's the problem?
Exactly, that's the thing.
Unaingianga kwa DM ya Joho unamwambia you are Muslim, how sad?
Yes. You know, I was like, what's wrong with
people? Honestly. Honestly.
How sad. Yeah.
But I don't know. Mi nata vishunge sijui hata nimpoa you reply.
Huyo ndo nili reply, but even kwa comments, wacha niwaambie the
people will tag you.
The truth of the matter. Manze, me, I never let social media, like, comments get to me. They never do. And sometimes I'll just choose not to read. I will not disable my account. I will not do any of that. I just won't read, you know. Because I also understand that living in a world where we live in, where everyone is trying to change you to suit their own agenda, but yet you stick to your own, that is one of the greatest gifts that you can ever give yourself, you know. That this is what I believe, this is what it is, and whether you say this or you do what, whether you kitni or you ndekni, that is what I believe. And I don't have a problem with what you believe, you know. That is why I will not have a problem because you're Hindu or you're Buddhist or you're Rastafari. If anything, if I was in your space as let me say a Muslim, and you pray the way you do, I will actually respect it. If in Islam, I need to remove my cape when I'm praying, or I need to cover my hair when I'm I will cover it because I respect your religion, you know. If I go to the Hindu and there's something they do, kama ni ile ubani, if that is what they ban, I will respect that in your space. There's no time I'll go to a place, mi si Muislamu, so sita funga. I will cover because I respect your religion. So I wish that was what the world was. All these wars we see, all the conflict that we have in the world is simply because you feel that you are right and this person is wrong.
You're trying to conform into each other's ideologies.
Under what is the reason? Mbona unaona ni kama wewe, your religion is superior to this other person, or your God is superior? After all, it is something that we don't know. It is just a belief, you know? And I still insist, I don't believe that there's heaven and hell. I don't think that ati kuna siku tarumbeta itapigwa. Bingu zifunguke.
Mtu ashuke.
Alafu na hii tarumbeta imesikika Madagascar. Imesikika huko. Alafu angalia wale watu wote wamekufa.
Kwanza Adam wa kwanza.
Akina Adam, akina Eve, akina Cain wote waamke. Alafu niliuliza besi yangu nikamza, so hebu niulize. So hivi binadamu vile saa tutaamka, because like my dad is less, so tabudangu atakuwa ameamka, si ndio? So nilikuwa nauliza, na wanyama pia wanafufuka. No, sasa on that note, ni binadamu tu anaamka. So nikamuuliza, so na huko binguni si it's the land of milk and honey. So alafu tunatoa wapi maziwa kama ng'ombe?
Wako na ng'ombe za huko.
So hapo tena kidogo akakwama.
Sasa ile chita imekuliwa leo na simba, hiyo itatoka wapi?
Na wale alikrimetiwa.
Exactly. Ama wase wameungwa tu kwa ndege. You know, like we were
Jackie, you don't. By the way.
No.
Oh my God.
We were discussing this the other day. In fact, just yesterday. And so I liked what this guy said, and he's one of those guys who's doing theology.
Na watu wenyaski.
Na wale watu aki hawa kitaka Italia aki watapatu wamebaki hapo wajipati. So huyu msee mwenye anasoma theolojia alikuwa na to show the reason why our majenzi hawaendi church is because wewe kama pastor, the way you used to preach 15 years ago, talking about vile sijui yule mse mwenye alikulwa na shaka anaitwanga nani? Jonah mwenye alikulwa sijui na shaka ama sijui ilikuwa ni whale, alafu ikamtema. You're not going to tell that to a Gen Z. Atakuwa na kuangalia
maswali.
What the hell are you talking about? Yeah. So you've got to move with the times. Your preaching cannot be the same way it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know? So then you've got to move. Otherwise, they won't come to church. They'll be looking at you and they're like, this is bullshit. Papa, no. I'm not going to sit here and listen to this. So look at relevant stories in the Bible that will attract these guys to come and say, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was just reading the story of Lot. Mimi nakwambia hii Bible wa chumvi. Bibi yake wa chumvi. You have to question these stories, bana.
Mwenye andika Bible alikuwa jaba mbaya.
So Lot gets two angels who come to his house. Wale wanakam kumwambia this place Sodom and Gomorrah is rotten. So God is going to destroy it. So live with your family, right? Then the people of Sodom and Gomorrah wanted to rape these two angels. Then Lot goes to talk to them and tells them, manze, please manze, musirepu wageni wa mine. Wanawambia, tunataka kuwa rape. Alafu, Lot anawasho cheki, niko na madota wawili na ni mavajo. Neza wapatia madota, mfanye nao kitu mnataka. Come on, man. Yeah. It is in the Bible.
Yeah.
He actually offers his two virgin daughters to those men.
Yeah.
Ebu niambie how that story makes sense, honestly. It doesn't. God gave us a brain so we can question the Bible. Me, that is what I believe. Yeah. So that you just don't take anything that comes, because the Bible was written by man. And it was written so many years ago. Yeah. The stories have changed. Right now, if Chaxy gives me a story and I give you that same story, I won't give it to you the same way Chaxy gave it to you. True. And even you, ukimpatia story, you won't give it to him the same way. Exactly.
Kachumvi anaongeza tu.
Anaongeza. So you've got to question. You just can't take in anything. And that is how I choose to live my spiritual life. I will not just take anything. But the truth of the matter is, I will try my best to live in this world the best way I know how. Yeah. I will try to be kind to the people around me, to humans. I will be kind to my environment. I will be kind to animals. I don't like cats, but I will never kick a cat. True. If I see a pregnant cat, I will feed it. Because that is what my God expects of me, that you be kind to my creation. And then I say, then if there's a heaven, then I'm a candidate for it because I have lived the way people who are going to according to the way.
Yeah.
So I lose nothing by not believing that there's a heaven because anyway, I have lived that life. And let's stop making God a petty God. God is not a petty God because we put out God to be this angry guy who's full of vengeance.
I remember what you said on Sunday. That's why I'm laughing.
Like ni kama anakuangalianga na a microscopic eye. Leo Jackie amefanya nini? Amefanya hiyo.
Wacha akue chumvi.
Our God is not a petty God. Oh, my God is not a petty God. It's just the same way God is your father. Me, I am a parent. When you think every time Zola makes a mistake, I'm always just like, well, umefanya. There are makosas that I'll just overlook and say, you know what? Let it slide, man. Jackie, you can't all the time be pointing. Umefanya hii, alafu ukafanya hii. Me, that is who I believe God is. Kuna makosa yenye nitafanya nione, enye hapa God, enye hapa nimeblanda nomba msamaha. But kuna zingine, ati niko kwa nyumba alafu nipigie simu kwambie no hata niko Nyayo Stadium nipatie dakika 10 na kuja.
You have sinned.
Lord, I have sinned.
Sasa kama the story of the ark. So mimi nataka kujua hii ark ilikuwa wapi? Kwa sababu unataka kuniambia wanyama walitoka Australia, wengine wakatoka sijui wapi, dunia nzima vinatoshana. Hii ark ilikuwa wapi ndio? Watu wote wake access. Na alafu pia whales na sharks pia zili need kuingia kwa ark. Sizo zinasurvive mingi kwa maji.
Alafu pia lions ilikula nini?
Sisi kwa mbili sasa zinasurvive
kwa VIP. Hawa walikuwa tu sawa.
Wakati mimi ujiuliza hiyo swali najiuliza. Because kama hizi kangaroo zinapatikana ni Australia peke yake. Ziko tu Australia peke yake. So hapo mali zilishukishwa because kuna mali ark ilifika. So zilitembea zikaenda Oceania.
Mimi hata nashindwa hiyo ark kujua ilikuwa ni moja. Ile yako wapi ndio world yote all the animals
zikaingia hapo ndani. Mimi nakwambia kuna stories zingine. Alafu kuna story nyingine pia nilikuwa nasoma bado ya Lot. Mimi Lot nakuanga na nini na yeye sana duku. So madota wake wakamlewesha. First wakasikizana madota wawili, mkubwa na mdogo. Mkubwa akashoa akamwambia Cheki, unajua sasa hapa itabidi sasa tulale na buda yetu because sasa ndio tuendeleze hii generation yetu. So ndo hapo ndo wakakuja the Moabites, sijui Ammonites or whatever, those two tribes, because the first daughter got pregnant by the father and the second daughter also got pregnant by the father.
Hakuwa na wanaume wengine hapa.
Hakukuwa na wanaume wengine. Na hii Sodom and Gomorrah, God alidestroy yote, alitoa tu hii familia ya Lot. Kwani hapa hata kukua na katoika 3 months. Ati mama tu ametoka kuzaa. Wote tu wamezeeka, wote ni watu wa dhambi. Imagine it's okay to question.
I just arrived.
It's okay to question.
True.
Yeah.
Jewesi the comedian Eddie Griffin anasemanga Bible inarukanga parts ati Adam and Eve were created, alafu unacheki ati Adam and Eve had kids, alafu anasema the kids got married. Uko like to whom? Kuna kitu umeacha.
Nini umeskip hapa?
Kuna kitu very crucial.
Because at your story too, of course sasa if God sees and knows everything. Alikuwa anajua basi watakula hiyo.
Alikuwa anajua watakula forbidden fruit.
Sasa basi mbona aliwatempt? Kama alikuwa anajua ni ita happen.
Angetengeneza nyoka,
exactly.
Ama tu ange forgive Adam na Eve, hatungekuwa na ingori yote. Anaweza shinda kusema
tu hapo na usirudie.
Then ingori yote.
Na chome yote hapo na tuendelee.
But hebu ifikirie Adam na Eve walikuwa Waafrika ama wazungu ama walikuwa nini?
Wa Chinese.
Ifikirie walikuwa
hiyo njaya hapo, they were definitely Africans.
They were Africans.
They were definitely Africans.
So basi Wahindi walitoka wapi? Mimi najua kanisa litatuchukia, lakini mazee, we are in a generation and we are living with a generation that questions. Therefore, we also have to question.
True. Na Biblia inaandika don't question God. Because like I have one. I'm not questioning your actions. I just moja tu.
Yeah.
Shout out to guys. I think ni venye religion, politics are some of the most sensitive topics.
True,
Yeah.
and they're very
They affect what
intertwined.
very personally.
Kabisa.
That's why people feel some type of way. But I'm
Yeah.
like, at the end of the day, I respect what you believe, also just respect what I believe.
True
It's
that,
only
true
weird
that.
that it normally goes one way.
Yeah.
People who are not religious respect whatever other people believe most of the time.
Totally.
But religious people just can't respect
They can't.
opinion ya mtu
They
mwingine.
can't.
It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's such a weird thing.
Umesema hiyo story.
So sad.
Gani?
Nikakumbuka
It's
hivyo
so
vile
sad.
umesema.
Yeah.
Besi yangu akanilimuliza, so mbona uendangi church? Anaitwa Kamau. Kamau akanishow, there's a day ni mse amegrow ghetto.
Oh, that's all you needed to say.
Akaambia mabeste zake, Cheque, you guys, you know what? It's Christmas Eve. You know what? Let's go to church. Twendeni to church. Twende tujaribu this kesha thing that people go to.
Yeah.
So si wamevaa majacket zao. Si unajua zile majacket zile itwangwaje zile.
Puffer jacket.
Ndio hizo. So wamevaa because it's at night.
Yeah.
Wakaingia church. Kuingia church. Wakiingia tu hivi. Wezi wameingia kanisani. Wezi wameingia kanisani. Toka, shetani toka. Toka. Sasa si wase wa church wanawakemea. Wakajiambia guys. Do you know what that pastor said? Mukitoka hapa, mutakutana na vitu 3. Wezi, polisi ama umbwa. Toka.
Sasa usiku of course kuna polisi.
Aliniambia Jackie, tulikutana na hizo vitu zote 3. Ilikuwa tu ni mbio. Tumefukuzwa na dogi, tumefukuzwa na makarao, tumekutana na wezi. Akasema siwezi enda church tena because they saw us and the first thing they saw, yeah, wako na wezi because of the jackets we were wearing. He doesn't go to church.
Come on.
Oh
Kama
my
wana
God.
kwa group inaitwa wakardinali.
Hapana. Kama ni mwanafilamu.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Then mbona ulikawia sana?
Well,
Mbona ulinyimana sana?
Actually swali ni maana
Niko sure ulikuwa unaomba.
so, wacha niwashow wase.
Mtu yote anza story na yeye unajua ni jaba.
So mimi mabeste zangu walikuwa wamesha fanya tendo la ndoa wakiwa wadogo. Sasa mimi nilikuwa nashindwa. So huu msee unamwangalia ngaaje? So kishamaliza, I was very shy. Mimi hata experience yangu ya kwanza ya 26 ilikuwa uko ndani ya blanket. I was very shy. Hata saa hii si ati nakwanga tu zile za ndio huyu mimi.
Unavaa blanketi kama Superman.
Kwanza nitaingia niseme hizi stima zote zitakuwa on. Hatuwezi kuzidim. You know, I'm a shy girl. People don't believe that I am, but I really am, especially in those moments. So I was a very shy girl. So it really took me time. Hata huyo msee like akajitokeza anaweza kusema vile nilisumbua.
Damn.
Na ilikuwa huko upande za Keroka.
Ilikuwa mkisi.
Jurist.
Keroka ilikuwa kisi.
Kwa mandizi sipo.
Ilikuwa imepangwa ama ilifanyika tu?
It just happened. Haikuwa imepangwa.
As in 26 years then one day too randomly uko like yeah, I'll just give it up.
Because you know, in your mind you're always asking, because when you ask your friends, so how is it? Like, yeah, ni fiti. I'm like, ni fiti. Ni fiti. So of course now it gets to a point zile za Jackie. Si ni fiti.
Kwa venye itakuwa.
Haikuwa fiti.
Your first
It was a mess. It was a mess. I don't want to say a lot because tena kutrend after issue.
utatrend tu.
Na ujue tu DM, kuna mtu ataingia DM so sad. Lost your virginity at 26.
How sad.
I know, but yeah, I think that was the reason why. And also, mimi mwili yangu ilichukua time. My body took time to blossom. Like when I was in high school, I'd see people who already had hips and they had this and they had that. And I was quite a tomboy in school. So I never really, my body never, early enough.
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the reasons why I was quite. Kwani nyinyi mlifanya kwa na miaka ngapi? To me 26 niko nafikiri ni standard.
26.
Huyu hata
Uliza
kabla
huyu.
some juu ya menstruation.
was quite early, honestly. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it 13?
I've always been like I have a very curious mind. So size, of course, I'm older, responsible. It's very controlled.
Yeah.
But I had
Just
some
older.
ideas. Yeah.
Okay.
Just older, hapo kwa responsible.
I've had very curious phases in my life
Yeah.
of different things, and I did have sex quite early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I did not.
Nah, honestly,
I was 18. Yangu ili happened by accident. I actually had sex because I told someone I have never had sex.
Alipatiwa pity sex.
Haikuwa pity sex. Nile unajua msee anaweza kwambia, unajua vile ukidinya msee alafu niko like sijui. Walai. Kaniambia twende ni.
na mimi nilikuwa mtoto mzuri. Mtoto mzuri.
Na wewe?
Ni mtoto mzuri.
Campus.
No, like literally immediate like
Alifunga
results za KCSE zilitoka hivi. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa basi yangu. Bash.
Yeah. And now kids are having sex even way earlier.
It's crazy.
Because they have more access to information. Bruh, sasa wewe basi inamaanisha even things like porn you had to have like on a magazine, sindio? Like porn was not a thing.
No, it wasn't. Me, the first time I watched porn, it was at a friend's place.
NGC
His name is Willy Kadenge.
Willy Kadenge.
Kadenge.
Willy Kadenge.
So Willy Kadenge is
Mtoto wa The Legend.
No. I got through, they just share a name.
Okay.
Sasa Willy walikuwa naishi na brother zake kwa hao fulani, ilikuwa ni kama SQ Langata. So tulikuanga tunaenda huko ku hang out because that's where you can taste a drink, you can do what, because you can't do that at home.
Yeah.
So alikuwa natuwekea pono, alafu anaenda
Kwa TV.
kwa TV.
Unaenda alafu unaenda zako.
Wacha nikwambie.
Wait, anawekea nini ndani anaishia?
Unaenda zake.
Anaenda zake. Mimi nilikuanga tu.
Ai.
Oh my God.
Mimi nakumbuka kwanza tukiwachikisha show ya The Bold and the Beautiful.
Watu wakikisu
You know, you can tell the moment when Rich is going to kiss Lini. What was her name? Sijui who.
The Beautiful.
Yeah, that is the Beautiful. Brooke, right? You know, you can tell that moment when it's building up, it's coming. Na budangu yuko kwa sitting room.
Unaendea chai.
So because he used to find those moments, unajua kuna zile moments hata nikachi niko zile za sasa na watch hiyo part.
Yeah.
The queen of pornography alikuwa ananiita hivyo.
Oh my God.
Sasa hiyo ni Brooke na Ridge wana kiss. Mpaka sasa nasikia kumwamsha niwaambie, "Aki daddy, ndio kitu nilikwenda kuona."
The queen of pornography is crazy.
Wewe hata una bahati ulikuwa unakubaliwa kuiwatch. Sisi tulikuwa tunasikia tu tiri
kitanda.
Sasa huyu Kadenge.
Unataka kujua anaishi wapi?
No, seriously, back to Kadenge.
Conversation ilikuwa inaanza. So my friends have visited me in my house.
Yeah.
So anawaambia nawekea nini ama just put porn and walks out.
Alikuwa tu anatuwekea. First of all alikuwa bully. Alafu alikuwa anatuona ni kama he's like our big brother. Nothing ever went on at anything sexual. I think alikuwa anatuwekea ndio atufungue akili.
Probably.
He was used to it because he lives with his brothers. So ni maboys tu anaishi. So for them it's no big deal.
even more weird.
To them tumeingia, tumekaa hivi kwa sitting room.
So akirudi anasema nini? So kisha
anauza mmenjoy. Mmependa? Ndio niwawekee ingine.
And I can imagine isi time ya
Writing tape
streaming
na bairo.
My
good God.
Tape.
hata CD nimesonga mbali.
CD, what do you mean CD?
Kwa tape ungeniambia nikutafutie tape ya porno ningetoa wapi?
Ile nini ilikuwa inaitwa VCR?
VCR.
Yes, ya VCR.
Kwa sisi tulikuwa tuko busy tuna exchange movies za Commando. Nini huyu jamaa alikuwa na
Kuna porno mingi.
Home collection.
In fact nikitoka hapa naenda tu kumpigia nimwambie cheki kuna mali jina yako itatokea.
Usishtuke kwanza.
I don't think kuna kitu za mshtua huyo.
Sasa hakuna tunaweza tuombe. By now. So I think your access ndio ina make the biggest difference between say younger people now.
Oh yes.
So one, they learn about sex quite early.
Yeah.
Most parents now are comfortable talking to their kids about it.
Yeah.
Then if they're online, guaranteed algorithm every once in a while
wameona ukadenge kidogo.
Utaona tu picha ya Cardi B mahali.
TikTok after dark.
Yeah, because a small kid atakuwa like, Uni dem sawa, but mi sijaona msichana anakaa hivi. So,
okay, mimi nakwambia
it's going to happen.
Hiyo kitu hiyo nifanyanga, mtoto wangu akiwa kwa simu. Najifanya napita pale nyuma ya mlango.
Why do mothers do that?
Niko tu hivi na watch nini. Of course you never see a thing, because he has probably smelled you from.
Acha anajua.
Akatenda hapo akaweka ball. Alafu anaweka screen hafichi. Wacha uone. Ni ball tu ndio mimi uonanga. So mtu akikuuliza, no, you know my son just watches football. He really loves Ronaldo. Wapi?
Kumbe kuna good.
Anapenda mechi.
So you just never know.
Juma parents wa siku hizi ni wakul mpaka wanabai watu yao condoms.
Wagani?
Niliona TikTok discussion. Wakisema ati I buy my teenagers condoms when they're going out.
Hey, nijikute.
Have you had the discussion with him yet?
The birds and the bees.
At 15 definitely akona to them here and there.
Hapana.
Kama tuwili hivi.
Moja
Nairobi West.
The Nile is a river in Egypt.
Mtume tuko kadenge tu. Did you visit your uncle Kadenge?
It's not a very easy topic, and especially for a mother to a child, to a son.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like you just want to let the men in your life or in his life who are very well trusted to sit and talk to him about that. I kwangi topic rahisi. Hiyo nitakwambia for sure. Yeah.
Especially for like a mother.
Yeah.
Mother son is hard. Mother daughter is a bit easier.
Yes. It may feel like it's the hardest, especially.
Really?
Yeah.
Mother daughter.
Like I'd say probably my mom started to like even I wouldn't even say until like we talk about sex or even like now we're at the point where we can actually talk about relationships.
Yeah.
Now the face, you won't even think twice. You will not even think twice.
And imagine, and at this age.
Bro, I'm literally 30.
Yeah.
Me, my sex talk was very 2 minutes. It was when you're driving kwenda uni. Akaniambia, ukieka mtu mimba, ndaacha kulipa fees na rea. It was just straightforward to him.
No, that's a threat. That is actually a threat. You're sex talk.
Yeah, that's a threat.
It's a threat.
Nilifikiria kitu siku mingi. Hapo nikaenda bash nikauliza, unajua during sex sijui.
Kuja nikuonyeshe. Madness.
Were you like legally married, like signed papers and all that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you ever get married?
Tunaishi. Honestly, now when I look at it and the life I'm living and how I'm living it, sijui kama nataka.
Why?
Advice huyu anataka kuoa ndo.
Me, unless all the 4 are going to marry me, I'm fine.
Akona 4 boyfriends.
Uko na 4 boyfriends?
I'm a shareholder in 4 lives.
Na unataka kuingia kwa ndoa? Hata mimi imagine sitaki kuingia kwa ndoa. Ukweli tu kabisa. So hata saa zingine mimi unaanga comment zile za kwenda wewe umeshakuwa mzee hata wewe hujaolewa. Nashindwa staki. Imagine niko tu poa. Like if I was to get someone, I don't think I'd want us to be that. I would love to maybe just have a partner. I know that it doesn't make sense, especially Upper Africa. I don't know if there's anyone who's living like that, but I know of people, especially Wainje, where they leave their partners, you know, and everyone lives in their own house. Because kwanza sijui kama kulala na mtu kwa kitanda tu ati every day the rest of my life.
Ni wewe.
Yuko tu hapo anangorota, anashuta, yuko tu
heavy on the kushuta.
Gonna get to twin bed ka hotel.
So kama ni hivyo, si kila mtu tuishi kwake, unamwambia ni aje, hey, we can't do this, you come, we hang out.
Inakuwa tu ni per person sharing.
Siku ya mechi mnaulizana tutumie kitanda gani?
Alafu unajua nimezoea maisha yangu kivyangu saa hii miaka yote mpaka na feel zile za staki ukweli staki.
Would you get more kids?
Staki.
Damn.
Unless iwe tu yani mpango ya huyu Mungu wangu. Mungu wangu akwe hapana, wewe nataka upate. But mimi mwenyewe kama binadamu
No.
Staki. Niko sawa kabisa hata wakati wa ngono najikinga kabisa.
As you should.
Angalia mpaka ninamwambia bado iko ama iko. Sawa. Isikuwa imetoka hapo tumemaliza ati. Ni kama ilitoka. Staki mambo ya ilitoka.
Nataka ufunge mpira na ufanye hivi. Hakuna leaks.
Uko juu amekeleka fold.
Bra.
Huyo anakuanga na ni first steps ama ni ngapi?
Sahi.
Saizi alikuwa na ile stuff ya hapa, sijui amechange miaka gani. And then bado lazima uvae condom na lazima pull out kama vaa condom
Na bado na kunyima.
bado nakunyima. Sasa kukienda vibaya sasa itabidi tu date wasichana.
Na bado huko chini ameinstall ile inakanga. Ile nyashi.
Hapa asitaichi wewe. Hapo kwa wasichana naye ngumu.
Unajua
Niggas
Mungu
are
ni nani?
annoying but niggas are fun.
Yeah, true that.
Unajaribu Mungu. Ushaona ile foto ya mtoto amezaliwa kama ameshika kataichi.
Mtoto wa the dream.
What the dream?
Yeah, the dream, like the producer.
Yeah.
Is it the 7th child? Alitoka kama ameshika coil.
Ameshika
coil.
Niambie coil pia uhata.
Hiyo kwanza.
Niliona daktari alikuwa anaandika
Taichi, wachana naye.
Sasa hizi mass basi toka tunauliza uko na coil ama sema coil.
Wachana naye.
mtoto anatoka Kimba inagonga.
Hold on. Let me get that picture. Let me get that picture. You will not believe it.
I went for like it was an X-ray. Na so nilikuwa nimeenda X-ray ya mgongo, nilikuwa naumwa na mgongo. So they do the lower back, then they do the back, they do the side. So nimepelekea daktari, ni beste yangu. So anaangalia ananiambia so unaona hapa sijui kuna nini sijui nini. So una need kufanya tizi ya mgongo, fanya nini. Alafu nikamzaa. Na hii ni nini ya white? Wewe uko na coil wewe? Uko na coil hii ni coil. I'm like, guy, inafaa kuonekana kwa X-ray. Yani it is right there. Mpaka unaiona mpaka na uzi. I'm like, damn.
Kwa X-ray?
Yes. Ukifanyiwa X-ray inatokea.
Damn.
Wewe hujafanywa X-ray? Uone coil? Enda uone coil.
Mimi sina taichi. Mimi mtoto mzuri sina taichi.
Hapo imejiseti tu iko tu hapo zile za.
Nafa, mimi niko sawa.
The doctor who was doing a thread on Twitter akisema coil ni 99 sijui point what effective. Lakini kuna wale ma 0.03 wanapatikananga tu.
Really?
Yeah, it moves. Because you have to go every year to jet because you have to check if it's still positioned well.
What?
Bro.
Kama bado kako.
Man, ataichi wachana nayo.
Basi nashukuru Mungu wangu. So far. Asante Mungu.
And then growing up you wanted to become a musician? That's the thing?
Growing up, I knew in high school. You know, I think in high school, that's when you really...
Yeah.
It's not like now where kids are already choosing their careers at grade 9 and, you know, they're choosing subjects according to what they'd like to be and stuff like that. Growing up, I think now when I was in high school is when I could tell what I wanted to be. All I knew is that I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be known. And the reason why I did that was because I was very known in school. I was an entertainer even in school. I'm the one who used to imitate the teachers. So during entertainment days, they used to say, hey, Nyaminde, come. Ebu walk the way Nani walks. Ebu teach the way Nani teaches. And they used to get so amazed and amused. So I used to like that moment where I just make people laugh. So people really loved my company even in school. So that is what I wanted. So I don't know if it was like a way of acceptance or what, but I knew that I just wanted to be known. Yeah. So I ended up also doing a bit of music. I did a lot of background, and I've worked with artists. I've worked with Eric Wanaina, Idia Chieng, Macadam. I have traveled because of music. But for me, it was just, I just want to be known. I just want to be in a space where people can say, hey, Niache, come. So I'm glad that I'm one of the people who wanted to be something and got to be that thing. Because a lot of times, you'll see someone saying, I wanted to be a doctor, but I ended up being this and this and that. Yeah. So I'm glad that I got to be what
the dream came true,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we asked... So we asked checkmates to ask you questions. Let me get a couple of them. Kebs Brian, this one from YouTube, says the feature she had with DJ Afro. You had a feature with DJ Afro?
DJ Afro.
DJ Afro ni ule wa movies.
Namjua yule tulifanya show na yeye tuka entertain Rais. At the I think it was Madaraka Day last year. We did something, and DJ Afro was we need DJ Afro and many other artists wale wa Tenetene, akina Otoyo. Yeah.
Okay. DJ Afro is one of the people we really want to have.
Okay.
I got his number. So you can call. I'll actually call him now that we're speaking about it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Hizi maswali ni nyingi, but na skip zingine juu kuna zingine niko like we.
Easy sit
Yeah, at Ben, this is on X, says, just tell her that we love her for giving us a memorable childhood. We were glued on our television every Sunday to watch her. I'm so grateful. Sunday.
Thank you.
Sunday ni show gani alikuwa anaona?
Repeat.
Ilikuwa
repeat
repeat ya Papa.
Okay. Then Nini Nakuwasha, this is still on X. I saw this actually on 2 platforms. Is she and Mariah related because someone needs to ask their parents some questions? The two of you.
Really? Tunafuanana?
Probably. Let me take off my glasses. Let's see. What do y'all think?
There's a resemblance.
Small.
You can see it.
Small.
Really?
Small.
When you kutoka wapi?
Kano.
Inyakano?
Yeah.
Adir?
Usianze hivyo wewe.
Are you from Kano?
No, my mom is from Kano. Kano makanye?
Masogo.
Hey.
Is this how you're finding out you might be
Usiseme. No. What's your second name?
My son name.
Your son name, yeah.
Owin.
Hey. Wacha tumalize.
Mama yangu usiseme.
Tumalize issue. Yeah. I have a cousin anafanyanga podcast pale YouTube.
Oh, damn. That is crazy.
Yeah. My mom is a Nyakano. She's a Nyakano Wangaya, but Wangaya and Masogo.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Hata sielewi nini inaendelea.
Nasikia tu Nyakano. Is Savi still on X? Jackie Vicky said Nyaminde didn't like her at first kwa set ya Papa. What's her side of the story?
Yes. I'm gonna fika lines.
Kamtoto ketu.
So mimi nataka tu shoot tumalize tuishie.
Take 5, take 6, take 7.
Siku moja nikaenda kwa producer nikamwambia Cheque. Huyu demu umeleta huyu.
Yeah.
Huyu manze Cheque ana to slow down. Nikamwambia no, just give her time.
So because anasahau.
I think pia alikuwa nervous because she wasn't so sure she could do that character. And she has even said it in interviews.
Yeah.
She was like, she wasn't sure she could hack it, but Papa kept encouraging her and telling her, no, you just do it.
Finya.
You do it. You can do it. She almost left it. She actually almost left it and said, this is not for me, but I know someone who can do it. But Papa refused and told her, no. You're going to do this.
Bless Papa.
Yeah. Bless Papa, by the way. Hebu check hiyo dem sahi mali yuko, you know. Lakini nilikuwa zile za huyu sasa.
Umemtoa wapi?
Hiki sasa, hiki kidansa. Kinafanya nini?
Kana kumpiga tu take 1, take 2, take 3. Bro.
Manze. Yeah, but then, yeah.
So Dennis on X, and there was a lot of this. Tell her, so nimepick tu moja. Tell her she made me live a lie all my childhood. Kumbe all this time she was not the real wife to Papa Shirandula. I'm telling you, this show was so big. Go read X, go on our Facebook, Nini, utaona how many guys were like you. I still can't reconcile with the fact that she was not Papa's real wife. I'm like, why not acting?
No, but there's characters who actually portray their role so well.
Yeah.
You end up thinking like this is an actual
Hata mimi nilikuwa nikiona Mama Kayai na Mzee Ojwang.
Even me, honestly, I knew they were married. I knew they were married.
5-year-old me was so heartbroken. Like, what do you mean?
Dan, that one we've covered. So let me go on IG Kidogo. Smiles with joy. How was Papa? I miss him alive. I think we've discussed Papa. Ben SDP. I started watching her nikiwa 11. Sai niko 24. She's still young. What's up?
Damn.
You actually look really nice.
You haven't changed one bit.
Yeah. Nikanika umetoka tu kwa TV.
Actually, utaona tu wale
I need to do this.
Afanders wenye walikuwa yani wanajaribu kati hapo kwa maswali. Atumwambia uliza swali. Vitu zingine enda kwa DM. Then Kaptete, does she regret losing a virginity at 26?
Regret is crazy.
Regret na hata nilichelewa mpaka niambia Mungu miaka yangu iliyoliwa na nzige. Rejesha. Iliyoliwa na nzige.
Real Njoro, nitauliza tu cause nimeona hapa but sikuwa nimepick. For 26 years alikuwa amejificha wapi? Nifiche mtoto wangu.
No, but seriously, able to make tactics za kunyimana, like how are you able to just say no to 26 years? How?
Nilikuwa na imagine mtu ataniona uchi na shindwa. So how will I face this person after the act? Mimi hiyo ndo kitu ilikuwa inaniogopesha. Wacha nikwambie, mimi mabeste zangu walikuwa hapo wanafurahia like wako upstairs. Mimi nimeweka downstairs na movie. So nimeka hivi. So mimi nasikia kuna siku nishaikimbia mbio.
Ukidhania na madwa.
Nikasema shit, mzana pita beste yangu. Rararara nikienda hivi. Napata kusema damn.
Wanakulana.
Barudi kwa movie yako. So I always used to ask them. They will tell you. I always used to ask, how do you look at him? Like you guys can just look at each other and just talk and feel nothing, you know? Like au feel kaibu, vile alikuwa amekuona. Mimi hiyo ndo kitu ilikuwa inadistopisha. Kitu sikudanganya ati nilikuwa naogopa mimba.
Just so we are clear.
Ilikuwa tu ni aibu ya mtu ataniona uchi. Alafu nitaongeaje na the next day. Nitakuwa najificha ama nitafanya nini?
After ulilose ilikuwa kaende ama
sina uoga hata tukifanya tu tutaangaliana.
Unahakisha stima na ni mchana.
I think we covered this partly. Can she come back to our screens, please? She's so hilarious to just be on radio only.
Soon loading.
When does the show drop? Do you know?
The one we're doing, I have no idea because we're still in the process of shooting. But soon. But soon. I can tell
sometime this
na ile speed yenye tuna shoot nayo, like a lot of things that we cover at the end of the day, I can tell that it is a show that should be out very, very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kasi Gaddafi, who held her hand in the industry when she was starting?
Quite a number of people. I'd say, first of all, the first guy who actually took me or introduced me to acting is called Eddie Wangamati. I think he's a lecturer, I think at Masinde Muliro or something now. But we used to live in the same estate. And when I cleared school, he used to ask me, so nini unafanyanga hapa kwa estate? Sema, nakaa tu hapa nikingoja baba yangu apate pesa ya kunipeleka college. So let's see Wenge tukienda theater. Let's be going to the theater, introduce you. So he's the one who introduced me to theater. And it was very exciting because at that time he had a project that was for traveling. So we went to Mombasa, we went to Nakuru, we went to Kisumu. And you can imagine for a young girl. And we were getting paid. It was a UNICEF project. And it was a TFD, which is Theatre for Development. So that it's a show maybe on children's rights, but there's entertainment in it as well. So for me, it was very exciting. It was the first time I was going to Mombasa and going to all these places. So he introduced me and he's the one who gave me that first platform.
Shout out to Eddie.
Yeah, shout out to Eddie Wangamati.
College still happened?
Eh?
Did college happen?
Well, not really. I did a short course on film production.
Okay.
So when I did a short course on film production, the school was here in Westlands. It was behind, it's called Griffins. Graffins.
Graphics College.
Yeah, not Graffins College.
Graffins College.
Yeah.
So ilikuwa hao this couple who are from Poland. So they just opened their own nini. But sasa baba yangu akafanya research. Akakuja kupata they were illegally in the country. Wakafukuzwa.
Now your dad?
Si alienda kawashtaki. Aliwaseti. You know that those guys they're not. My dad used to work. Alikuwa nafanya hizi mambo za immigration. So that's how he got to know. Ati where are these people from? Daddy wametoka Poland. Ati what are you learning again? Ati film and production.
Ati film production.
Wamekuja wako tu na cameras wakasema niaje? Situambie wase wakamtu wanalipa 2,000 tunawafundisha. But I got to learn some things.
That's a skill.
It was something that I learned at that time. But yeah, walifurushwa. Walikuwa na film school ndani ya nyumba yao kwa sitting room.
That's where the school was. But I see that school up to date iko bado.
Not Graphics College. That school was behind.
It was behind. It was a house.
Behind is so mlikuwa mnawalipia rent basically.
Tulikuwa tunawalipia rent. Walikuja hapa tuwalipia rent.
So now the kuwafundisha ilikuwa like proper.
It was proper.
Switch on, off, camera, copy files.
It was actually proper. When I think about it now, it was actually proper production classes.
Nice.
They knew what they were doing. It's just that they didn't do it in the right way. Yeah.
There's money to be made. Hizi gear zote is bruh. Inaweza kuwa from kesho to Friday tuna make dough ya kwenda Malaysia over the weekend.
Shutter on, shutter off.
Yeah.
End of class. Tupatane kesho.
Auntie wewe.
Yani dhahubiri.
Slating tunachia auntie. This is how to slate.
End of class.
Alafu taumbili inaingia.
Aya.
Si uongo. Editing audio angalia. Guys. There's money to be made.
Na sisi hatuwezi kuwa deported.
Hapa tuko na shule bro.
Na hatuwezi kuwa deported.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a concept.
Angalia, Goofy is here.
That's a concept actually.
If we need before amaliza mashule tunaleta akina Professor Goofy. Unajua?
Yeah, exactly. Kazi ndio hii sasa.
Shule inaitwa muko serious.
No, we think of something. But honestly, there's something in that. I don't know, but there's something in that.
True.
Yeah. Then, so now you have a new podcast. 5 months now?
About 5 months.
About 5 months, yeah.
It's growing slowly.
Ebu anzeni kukimbia. You're walking, ndio shida.
Ina walk.
The walking.
Tumefanya net running. Sprinting.
5 months you've done well.
True.
Yeah,
I think so.
True.
I think so.
It's going on really well. You know me, I enjoy conversations. Unaona kama sasa hivi ile tunapiga story.
Yeah.
Tunaweza piga story na tupige. Like I
love kuintroduce kwa DJ Shitty.
You will hate conversation. Really? You will hate.
Shitty goes on and on and on and on.
Shout out to Shitty. Shitty anazongea. Kwanza tunafaa tufanye episode yenye ni Shitty na MC Jesse.
Wala la MC Jesse.
Tutafanya intro na afu tuache. Turudi after 4 hours.
Mtu mwingine mwenye ongea. You guys need to get Otoyo.
Otoyo.
Okay.
But he pops in and he pops out. Is he even in? Does he stay in Nairobi?
Yes, he does. He does.
I feel like he's seen when he wants to be seen.
Alikuwa kwa event ya Wima, ilikuwa inaitwa Wima Fest.
I've seen him
Hii yenye
once,
baby top
tulibump-
alitwerk.
Baby top one.
Hamjui baby top. Ai.
Ama ni acrobat.
Msupu Mkikuyu anakwanga kama A-Fame.
Kuna Mkikuyu ako na mataka kutoka.
Alitwerk in fact amekuwa kitrend juu ya vile alitwerk.
Yeah.
So I saw Otoyo there. He was there.
Okay.
He was, I think, one of the MCs, or he was doing a stand-up. But Kazungu can talk.
We, Kazungu ndo baby top.
Ndo Otoyo.
Otoyo anaitwa Kazungu.
Kazungu.
Kazungu matano.
Yes, in Kiswahili.
Sina kutoka huko.
It feels like a name you would get in Mombasa.
Kutoka huko Mombasani kule.
Oh.
Kazungu
Mrabai.
matano. Ni mrabai.
It's not Luo.
No, he's not.
But stop it. Stop. Just stop.
No, he's not. He just speaks perfect Luo. Perfect Luo, but he's not Luo.
Damn.
He lived there.
No, he's never lived there.
He learned
and
just-
he used to do Luo shows with us. And that is how he learned. He just started coming to the shows like, I want to do. He speaks one word, he goes off stage. He speaks two words, and that is how he got to know Luo.
My life
I'm
has
so
been
sorry
a lie.
to burst your
Like, but you have broken something in me.
Oh, no.
Sita
This is the
kudanganya.
second heartbreak after Babakaya.
So Mwala is
Is he Kamba?
Yes. Mwala is Kamba.
he's in Taita.
Fight.
Oh, I'm loving this. So there was this woman who used to do Mama Nyagodhie.
Yes.
We know.
Is she? I heard she's Luo.
Okay. That one now.
You- I
And
know
she
she's
speaks,
Luo.
She speaks
Fluent Kikuyu.
In
Yeah.
fact, alikuwa anatusengenya sisi Wajaluo wenzake na Njoro. One. No, nini. Kuyeno. Uniambu amenitukana umbwa. Mjaluo mwenzangu amenitukana. Wanakaa na Njoro kabisa wakisengenya.
Wait, is Njoro want to just pray his Kikuyu?
No, Njoro is Kikuyu.
Okay,
Yeah.
Njoro ni-
Mind, body, soul, bone and bread.
Thank you, Jesus.
The time I stayed with my cousins in Rongai and Joros, the neighbor there.
Yes.
I was so happy.
Yeah.
Yani, sikuwa mgotea juu sikuwa najua nitamgotea aje, but nilikuwa nikimwona tunafeel poa pia.
Mwiti sure he's such a vibe.
Yeah. No, we'll get into
Hiyo ingekuwa
it.
heartbreaking. Ati jina ya M-Pesa ni
Atakuja kama
Mohamed.
ameonja lakini atawafurahisha.
Nice. Hata ataendelea kuonja.
Ataendelea kuonja.
Tampatia tu aendelee kuona.
Yeah.
So talking about the pod. Yeah, how are you finding it? One, I'm happy you're doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Finally. Finally, I am. I'm really enjoying it now. And I enjoy meeting the guests that I do because everyone always has a different story. And as humans, when we look at someone, we very easily judge. You very easily judge someone even without getting to know them. And there are so many people I have had a walk with on the show that I had judged earlier. I'm like, wewe nakwanga wa kuringa, hata nitamwita show atakuja kweli. Wacha tu nijaribu. Sasa unaweza kukuja. Then they come. Then you're like, oh my God, this is such an amazing human.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just learning and unlearning people in such a different way that I really enjoy. And I enjoy that we get to eat at the end because there's always food at the end and there's always drinks at the end. Yeah. So I'm meeting many different people. I'm enjoying. We go to different places. We walk at the Arboretum. We walk at Nairobi Jaffrey's. We've been to the huko mali tunakwambia kule kwa park. KWS were our partners for a long time and we are still working on a lot of things. We are hoping that we can actually go to the different parks
Yeah.
here and just take people to different parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I don't even really look at the numbers. For me, it's just a fun time that I'm having in conversations.
Yeah.
And what I love is that I can ask questions and they can ask me questions. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
It's a conversation between two friends who have met and just want to have a good time and get to know each other.
And the numbers will come.
They will
Yeah,
come.
because just like, bro, because think about how much content exists on the internet. So for you to begin something new, completely new,
Yeah.
of course it's going to take a bit of
Traction
time.
to people.
Consistency.
Yeah.
But numbers will come.
Numbers will
But now you do it
For
in
sure.
your own terms.
Yeah.
Definitely digital is where everything is going now.
Yeah.
So also just getting on it ahead at this time in poa sana.
Okay.
How often do you publish?
Every Saturday morning.
Wow.
Yeah. Every Saturday.
Every Saturday morning.
Every.
So if it's every Saturday morning for 5 months,
That's 20.
20 episodes.
Has it been 5 months, really?
I think so.
Then we probably have.
You probably have.
Yeah,
actually.
we probably have.
Yeah, there's
wow.
actually, yeah, you actually have, because
Yeah.
that's just 4 episodes a
Yeah,
month.
month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4
so
episodes
20,
a
okay,
month.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the best, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
also,
much.
thank you for honoring our invite.
Yeah,
Asante
this
sana.
was nice.
I'm so glad to be here.
Umekaribisha
Like we were watched too, I'm like, wacha niita siku gani? Yes, the other day I was watching that the one with you guys and Charisma.
Oh, yeah.
And Charisma, I'm like, it was so like I laughed so hard. I had such a I was like,
Yeah.
I want to go there. Like hata mimi naweza kuwafanya wacha. Si nimefanya this.
Oh,
Sad.
wow,
So
tumecheka
sad.
yetu wote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
you.
And have me again and
Coming
again.
to- Oh,
No, we can't
period.
wait to be back.
Period.
Doors are wide open.
Yeah.
We'll invite you for sure.
Asante.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
hiyo saa utakam tutapiga tu ufala.
Tutapiga ufala.
Yeah.
Tu start
Eh.
mpaka mwisho.
Nataka ufala kabisa. Si ati hii haikuwa na ufala. Well.
We are just testing the waters.
We'll go a mix of everything.
Yeah, it was.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. Thank you so much.
Asante.
And see you soon.
Asante, wacha nikunywe maji.
Yeah, piga maji.
Wacha nipige maji.
Kwani maji yako
So-
ni kali aje?
Tupige outro na jina gani? Mnapo.
Umesema hivyo nikakumbuka. Ama hii inaweza kufanya tusiwahi kupanda hiyo ndege. Sitasema jina ya ndege. So tuko na Vike. Tukaambiwa kwa hii ndege hakuna kukunywa. Tukajiuliza, kwa hivyo sasa tutakuwa 8 hours. Tumekaa tu hivi tukipiga maji, juice. Tukasema So si tumeingia na zile zimenunuliwa zinakwanga pale kwa duty free. So tumenunua, si unajua hiyo unaweza ingia nayo.
Yeah.
So tuko nayo kwa bag. So ule hostess, unajua vile anatembea, amepita akienda hivi. Vike ndio mama pima. Anaambia cheki angalia kama nakama. Anambia mwaga uko fiti. Mwaga. Ngoja nakama. So the funny thing was, so tukikunywa, of course hamwezi kukunja sura.
Yeah.
Takunjaje sura yake? Mumeiweka kwa chupa ya maji. Huyo dema alikuwa kila saa akipita. Excuse me, can I get a bottle of water? So unajua imewekwa kwa nini? So kuikunywa ni kali lakini kwa nini?
Juni need pia sisi tuko na chesa.
Oh, Lord.
Kuna mambo ya cocktails.
I think majirani ndio walikuwa nashindwa. Hawa wakiingia hawakuwa. The conversations are getting louder.
The plane is not the only thing that's high.
Oh my gosh.
Huyo ndio travel mate wangu manze.
Bad news.
Oh yeah, any day.
She's right. Vika has been here twice.
Twice.
Oh yeah.
Only.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's been more.
Twice.
Oh, maybe because hangouts.
Oh, the
too.
hangouts.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
comes, yeah, we'll definitely have you back.
Yeah.
Nafanya outro na jina gani? Pick one. You can only vote one.
Nyaminde.
Nyaminde.
Boo. Wilbroda. Will be.
Goofy, tunafanya intro na jina gani? Outro na jina gani?
Period.
Broda.
Okay. WILBRODA has
Will
it.
be.
Anyway, WILBRODA episode 291. We are.
Tena.
How can you butcher?
Jamani.
Hey, Jackie Vike. Jackie Vike.
WILBRODA
Get your lines.
episode 291. We are.
Get your lines correct.
Amehata lines.
Jamani, Jackie Vike wewe.
Over 26.
This is
This is the Brunch Club.
welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.